live longer to see and enjoy good things from this society. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you very much. Shamim is going to be the MC, and I'm going to be the co-MC. I go by the name of John Mary Kaira. I am a final year law student at Makerere University. I happen to have served as the president of Makerere Law Society, but now I'm the emeritus. And I also happen to serve as the speaker of the Uganda Law Student Association. And well, I was on the organizing committee for this launch. And as I noted earlier, that it's my fault that we are delaying. But well, it's good we are here, and it's good we are alive. I'm seeing the room is full of the youth, which gives me more energy that my ambitions are going to be fulfilled. By the end of today's session, I think I'll be able to make my communication, and we meet on Tuesday. Over to Shamim.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency Emeritus John Mary. Thank you so much for the prayer also. He's saying it is his fault because he was on the organizing committee. Most times you have to be accountable and take responsibility for things that do not go on well. But our sincere apologies. My name is Akampura Shamim, and I'm a student. I'm a law student. I'm a third year law student. I'm joining my fourth year in August. I study at King Caesar University, and I was the Law Society president last year. Previously, I served with the John Marys. We're on the same committee, but now I'm the president, Law Society Emeritus. I also served as the vice president, Law Students Association. I still serve because we've not handed over. Then I'm currently serving as the vice guild president of King Caesar University. I'm very honored to be here. I'm very happy to see all of you. You look so smart. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for coming on time. And I hope you're going to have a good time. So we are going to go straight to our agenda because time is not our best ally. And we are going to have anthems. I don't know if our system people are ready, so we can have both anthems. We can actually sing if they're going to take long, right? Oh yeah. Let's stand up and
Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
we can have our seats. Thank you so much. Next on agenda is going to be self-introduction. It is good to know each other. It is good to network. One of the reasons that we come to trainings, to webinars, to launches is to network. Social network is very important. And you could be seated to your next boss. You could be seated to your next spouse because we have youth here. So it is good that we introduce ourselves and know each other more. But I'm going to recognize our distinguished guests. We have well-wishers here before I allow our students to introduce themselves. Then I'm going to recognize the Dean School of Law of KIU, Kampala International University, Professor Bunola Akinola. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, I want to recognize the staff of Uganda Law Society. Thank you so much for organizing this, Mr. Gaudius and the team. Thank you so much for putting this together. Our CEO of Uganda Law Society was here in the morning. She actually came here as early as 8, but left because there's another event to attend. But I also want to recognize her. Then I want to recognize all the Law Society presidents that are here. Kindly stand up and we applaud. Law Society presidents, even the previous ones, even the current ones. Thank you so much. So those are Law Society presidents of accredited universities that teach law in Uganda, and we have Makerere University, we have UCU, we have KIU, we have IUIU, we have Cavendish, we have Uganda Matters. We have very, very many universities, and they're all represented here. Then I'm going to ask our co-MC to direct us on where we are going to start with the introductions.
Thank you very much. Just a little communication. The introductions are going to be precise and short. Precise and short. I'm not going to be able to fight with you, I believe, because time. But since we have already introduced our dean, I think it wouldn't hurt again if he introduces himself. I will start from there as you go there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, as if you were reading my mind, because the name she called is actually not my name. She said I'm Bunola, and my mother and my father did not name me Bulona. My name is Bukola Akinola. I'm a Nigerian, Dean School of Law, Kampala International University, and a professor of law. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mwanguzi Benson from IUIU. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nabativi Tracy from Kumba University. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Linda Duffin Bamkisa. I'm from KIU. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Manuela Humuza. I'm a fourth-year law student from Makerere University.
Good morning, colleagues. My name is Ronald Williams Asimwe. I'm the past president, the third president of Uganda Law Students Association. I'm also a founding member of East African Law Students Association. I'm a lawyer. I'm currently working with the Uganda Christian Lawyers Fraternity and also political assistant at Parliament. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. God is good? Yes, my name is Namleme Angela, the Serving Law Society President at Islamic University in Uganda, Females Campus, and the Vice Chairperson, Kobazamboka at my university. And I'm a female contestant for Uganda Law Students Association. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. God is good. My name is Naviti Wafauzia Edrisa, and I'm the speaker, Law Society, Islamic University in Uganda, Females Campus, and the president, Koba Zambogo, Females Campus, IUIU. Thank you.
Yes, Shalom, brothers and sisters. By name, I'm Matalo Simon Peter, currently a law student at the Islamic University in Uganda, Kampala campus. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ali Nur Ali. I am the current serving president of IUIU main campus in Bali. Thank you very much.
Morning, everyone. I'm Namjo Fiona, a law student from Islamic University in Uganda, Kampala campus.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Livingston Mhumza, and I am I have just completed my bachelor's degree in law at KIU, and I am a proud serving intern at Uganda Law Society. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Chimba Pius is my name. Current serving Law Society President, Kampala International University, and the aspiring Uganda Law Students Association President. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Before we go to the next lady to introduce yourself, I want us to recognize the presence of the President, Law Society, President Uganda Law Society, His Excellency Bernard Owondo. You are very welcome, sir. We appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for making time for the law students of Uganda and East Africa at large. So let us continue with the introductions briefly.
Good morning, everyone. Atuna Sabrine Henry is my name, Kumba University.
Good morning, fellow colleagues. My name is Okoro Jacob from Gulu University, chairperson, Pan-African Presidents Club, and also serving as the faculty rep Games faculty of local university. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mutesi Sandra. Currently, I serve as the Vice President, Kumba University, and the country representative of Uganda at Legal Touch International. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Habari. Greetings from Kenya. My name is Lilian Omboy Mwangi. Of most important, I'm a friend of Uganda Law Student Society, a close friend. Also a representative from Law Student Association of Kenya, as well as the Nairobi Region Coordinator, Ministry of Tourism, Kenya. Thank you for having me.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be with you here. I'm Beatrice Sinabulia, a well-wisher.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Samex Nabulia Mwanji, well-wisher.
Good morning, everyone. Gilbert Chintu is my good name, and I'm a well-wisher.
Good morning, dear colleagues. My name is Mwanje Gideon, current president of Uganda Law Students Association, and I'm the president-elect Law Students Association of East Africa. I'm happy to be here.
Babas Allen is my name from Kumba University, and have a good day.
Good morning to you all. My name is David Okello, President Emeritus of Uganda Matters University Law Society. Thank you.
Shalom, good ladies and gentlemen. William Nahura is my name, President Emeritus, International University of East Africa Law Society, also an executive member on Uganda Law Students Association, and I'm here in two capacities, a representative from IUEA Law Society and a team member from Uganda Law Society. Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm by names Nyombi Jonathan Reis-Meyers. I'm the serving president of Uganda Christian University Law Society. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Arnito Ambrose. I'm a law student at King Caesar University, and I serve as the president of Law Club. Thank you.
Relations Officer, Uganda Law Society.
Yes, good morning. Gaudius Toyasingra is my name. I work with Uganda Law Society. Thank you.
Morning. By the names of Otim Ivan from IUIU, doing intern.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Norbert Kasigaze, student at Makerere University and an intern at Human Rights Space Center, Makerere University.
A very good morning to you all. My name is Watulo Markanold, and from Uganda Broadcasting Corporation. I'm a journalist.
Good morning. My name is Baji Fred. I'm from CBS.
Morning, everyone. And by name is Teza Michael from Yugi Standard. I'm a journalist.
Good morning. I'm Bate Frank from Uganda Christian University.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Taiwo Emmanuel from Islamic University in Uganda, Kampala campus. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shamira Navuga from Islamic University in Uganda.
Thank you. Morning, everyone. I'm Ibeneke Ian from IUIU Kampala campus.
Thank you so much for the introductions. I can see that we have a room full of youth, and that is a room full of a bright future because we are all lawyers and we are already taking on leadership posts. Everyone was saying Law Society President, Rule of Law Club President, Kenya representative. We have a Gen Z here. She should actually tell us about what is happening in Kenya. How did you guys make it? Because I feel like Uganda, we have a lot to do. There's a long way to go when it comes to the militarization of the government. But we welcome you all. Thank you so much being here. We do not have so much time, so I'm going to go straight to the next on agenda, which is presentation of the association and its objectives. And that is going to be presented by John Mary.
Thank you very much for that chance. The association which you're going to launch today is one of its kind. I, for one, believe in cross-border litigation. But before believing in cross-border litigation, I also believe in unity. And before believing in unity, I also believe that the youth have the power. Well, allow me to thank His Excellency Bernard Owondo for the great works he has done for the youths there in the prison. On Tuesday, I was there at CPS with His Excellency Bernard Owondo. I can tell you, being a Uganda Law Society president is not something easy. You do this thing, people will criticize. You do this, people will criticize. But well, I thank you, His Excellency, for being there for us and for continuing to be there with us because we have legal support. We know if we go there, we are going to come again out. They are working on our bills, whether it's cash, whether it's what. Thank you very much for the guidance. I really appreciate it. Well, today we are launching the Law Students Association of East Africa. It's going to be the body that unites East Africa law students. Basically, one of the achievements we have been doing, I think we had to benchmark from Kenya because its association, the Association of Kenya, it was flourishing. So we had to go there and we had to benchmark. Thank you, Mr. Bernard Owondo, again, for allowing us to go because without your cover letter, we wouldn't have crossed the borders. We have benchmarked with Tanzania, and I think His Excellency Batsapa Gideon is going to tell you more about the South Sudan and the Rwanda. For the people of Rwanda, I think one of the reasons why they are hardly present because they were in the launch of that All African Moot. So basically, most of the presidents had to attend that one. That's why most of them, they sent their apologies. But well, coming back to the objectives, time zone on our side, we have 8 objectives. First, to promote academic excellence and intellectual discourse among East African law students. Well, that's for our intellectual capabilities and basically our academic experiences because, well, whereas John Mary, I might do research on the right to freedom in Uganda, the right to freedom might differ in Rwanda, something like that. So it's better to get knowledge and get more resources such that if you're doing your research, you can be a wider base. The second objective is to foster collaboration and exchange of knowledge between law students across East African countries. Well, I believe that medical students, they have these transfer programs whereby a student comes from maybe Uganda, goes to, is it UK, and maybe like gets a 3-month study from there, something like that. I believe if we have something like that, like we're going to be like transfer exchange programs within East Africa, such that we can learn what's the constitution of Kenya, what's the constitution of TZ, what's the constitution of Rwanda, South Africa, how is it going? We can be able to prosper. The third is to advocate for the rights and interests of law students in the region, whereas there is nobody that can talk for us right now officially as law students. Well, we can expect today a letter from the Law Students Association of East Africa condemning the actions of the government to the youth, the actions of the government of Uganda to the youth. The other objective we have is to organize seminars, moot conferences, workshops, and other events relative to the legal professions. Well, you can believe and you can testify that it's through moots, it's through these conferences that we get to network. It's through this that we get to hobnob with different people. Right now, I wouldn't be sharing the same room with His Excellency, the President of Uganda Law Society, but well, I am glad I'm his acquaintance, and well, even if I find him on the streets, I can be like, excuse me, Mr. President, I wanted to greet you, and he allows. So basically, it's going to create avenues for us to hobnob, connect, and maybe build our network. You can reach out to us for that. He's very good at network. The fifth is to promote awareness of legal issues and access to justice in East Africa. You all know you well know the atmosphere in East Africa. It's not that which is strongly relying on to the judicial courts, but well, if we can put out our voice there as students, because it can really bring an impact to change or something relatively close to that. The other is to facilitate networking opportunities for law students with the legal professions in the region. Whereas you believe that you are a law student until you finish LDC. So basically, what you see here is an organization that's going to be leading students until you finish LDC. Because until you finish LDC, you are still a law student. But well, if we can facilitate networking opportunities, I believe we can cover up that rumor that says that many lawyers are studying, but they don't have jobs. So that's not true, because, well, some people have not yet finished, but, well, they have jobs. So basically, I don't know where those people studied from. The other objective is to cultivate a spirit of Pan-Africanism amongst East African law students. That's self-explanatory. I won't go deep into that. The last and the least, but not least, is to promote the spirit of East Africa integration among future legal trainees. Again, to promote the spirit of East Africa integration among future legal brains. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, John Mary. That was insightful, and I loved the part of networking opportunities. Your network is very important. Your network is your net worth. Currently, it is mostly on who do you know, who knows you, what do they know about you, what is your value addition in the community. There are certain panels you cannot sit on if you do not have relevant information you're going to give out. There are certain conferences you will not be invited if you are not aware, or if, as Uganda Law Students Association, we have achieved quite a lot. And I just hope that the new leadership that is coming in, you will take a leaf from us, because we went to Nairobi to benchmark for launching the Law Students Association of East Africa. We have issued out a journal, and it is out, the Law Students Association journal. Kindly contact us if you want a copy. We are also working on a Law Students Association magazine that has activities that are happening in different law societies of different universities, so that people can know what we are doing, because most times we have moots, we attend conferences, but they are not issued out, or if they're issued out in the university's magazine. But we want a magazine specifically law students, law societies of Uganda and East Africa. Then we had mooting competitions. We had regional mooting competitions. They happened in Uganda. We had ours. Then there was one in Rwanda. Then there was one in Kenya. And we're going to have the final mooting competitions in Arusha next month. We shall be communicating, but that is also a very great achievement. We should clap hands for that. Yes, then we also had a sports gala. I'm seeing very many common faces that were on the sports gala. I also want to appreciate the Uganda Law Society president for supporting us during the time of the sports gala for the Law Students Association of Uganda, because he was really there and it was successful. We had sports, we had all games, we had football, we had netball, we had everything, athletics, and it was a success. So I feel like as law societies in Uganda, we have cooperated. It has been a good committee. We work together, and I just hope for the best when it comes to the Law Students Association of East Africa. I am going to go to the next on agenda, which is going to be swearing in ceremony. I don't know those who are coordinating with those the leaders who are going to swear in online. I are in touch with them. So the leaders that are going to swear in, we have the Law Society president of we have the Law Society president of East Africa, who is His Excellency Mwanja Gideon. Kindly come in front. Okay, so the vice president of the Law Students Association of East Africa is going to swear online because she's currently at the School of Law in Kenya, and they're having their orals. School of Law is like LDC, so she could not really get time to come here, but she is going to swear in online. We're going to have the PR system coordinate so that she can Miss Esther Odipo, kindly unmute your mic. Esther, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, please.
Yes, please. You're very welcome to the launch. Thank you for tuning in. We are very glad that you actually got time to have this online.
Thank you.
Do you have your oath?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, I am going to assign this to our Law Society president to swear you in, you and His Excellency Mwanja Gideon. Your Excellency, you're welcome.
Esther, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. President. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing? So you'll say
I'm doing great.
You say these words after me. I mention your name.
I, Esther Ayo Odipo,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I shall discharge my duties
that I shall discharge my duties
as Vice President
as the Vice President
of the Law Students Association of East Africa
of the Law Students Association of East Africa,
and I'll be faithful to abide by the Constitution.
and I will be faithful to abide by the Constitution.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You can now go back to your orals. Are they still ongoing, or you have a day today?
It ended.
You have a day, huh? Do we have other committee members here? Okay, the president. Let me have the president. What's important to the president and the vice president? Where's the Bible? Do you have the Bible? Okay.
I, Mwanje Gideon, do solemnly swear that I shall discharge my duties as President of Law Students Association of East Africa, and I will be faithful to abide by the Constitution. So help me God. I, Mwanje Gideon, having been sworn in as the President of the Law Students Association of East Africa, do hereby commit myself to executive duties of my office for a period of 1 year. So help me God.
All right. So let's congratulate the executive that has been sworn in. I think the next on the agenda is remarks. Let me hand over back to the MC before I take over.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Allow me to congratulate Esther Odipo, our Vice President, and the President of the Law Students Association of East Africa, Mwanje Gideon. Let us applaud them. Thank you so much for taking on the mantle to lead, for leading with responsibility. We are very glad, and we know that you are going to do beyond wonders in your leadership tenure. The next on agenda is going to be remarks from the president, our newly president in town that has just been sworn in, the Law Society president of the Law Students Association of East Africa, Mwanje Gideon. Kindly take the floor.
Good morning. I request before I can kickstart my speech, we can stand up. There's a song I always like singing. We can stand up kindly. This is the day that the Lord has made. Yes, we will rejoice. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Yeah, this is the day. Thank you so much. You can have your seat.
Thank you, His Excellency. I think I'm going to take you to bass. For your voice, I think you're not in soprano. I'm going to tell my choir that we have got a bass candidate, a person who can sing bass.
Thank you so much. My name is Mwanje Gideon, alias Badapa. I am the current president of the Law Students Association of East Africa. And I still serve as the president, Uganda Law Students Association. I'm so humbled and happy for this wonderful day. I believe I'll cherish this day, the entire day of my life. It's a milestone, not only as East Africa, but also at Africa at large. It is with great joy that I stand here today
as we embark on the historical journey to launch the Law Students Association of East Africa. That is a great milestone for East Africa, and I believe we are at the beginning stages of what will be truly remarkable breakthrough of our region in line with the legal fraternity. Our region is blessed with a rich legal tradition and a strong legal community, right from Kenya, Tanzania, and we have the country that in the history of the universe, the country that was the first to nullify the presidential election. This puts us at the peak of precedents around the globe. East Africa region is one of the regions I'm happy and proud to have traveled. I've been in Burundi, I've been in Rwanda, I've been in Kenya. Next month we are traveling to Arusha, Tanzania. I have colleagues that happen to be on the executive from South Sudan, from Kenya, Tanzania, and Rwanda. The president is from Uganda, that is Mr. Mwanje Gideon. We have the vice president, is from Kenya, and she's the president of the Law Student Association of Kenya, Madam President Esther Odipo Ayo. We have the speaker, is from Rwanda, His Excellency Frederick Kwingana. He's the president of the Rwanda Law Students Forum. We have the General Secretary, is from Tanzania. He's His Excellency Ngalula David. He's the president of the Tanzania Bar Students Association. We have other well-wishers that happen to lead various students associations in various countries. Law Student Association of East Africa has just been launched, or is yet to be launched, as the president will put it. But it didn't start today. It didn't start this year. It started about 4 years ago. My predecessor, the people I happen to succeed, I would like to commend their great work, because it didn't start with us. We have His Excellency Pase Christopher. He's the 4th president of Uganda Law Students Association. He benchmarked a lot to see that this association comes to life. He's also the former president of Makerere University. I think he deserves a round of applause. And so many other presidents that follow the trend have done a lot to see that this association comes to life. I would like to commend the great work of the vice president, or the president of Law Student Association of Kenya, Madam Esther Odipo. She has done a great work to see that this association comes to life. She's the best student leader, female student leader of East Africa last year. She won the award. She's also one of the legal luminaries, I should say, East Africa is proud to have. I would like to commend the great work of His Excellency Abiel. Abiel is the former president of Rwanda Law Students Forum. He did a lot of work before we even came to office. I would like to commend the great work of His Excellency Gideon Mitekalo. He's the former president of the Tanzania Bar Students Association. He did a great work to see that this association comes to life. And I know he's following the various people that I tried to talk about. They're following online, and I would like to commend their great work. Before I became president, Uganda Law Students Association, president of Nkumba University Law Society, a government that I led with about 52 students. I was happy, and I told them that we are going to make so many achievements. We are going to reach a lot of successes in our government, which I believe we did. It came to Uganda. I'm the 5th president of the Uganda Law Students Association, and I believe history won't judge me in negative. Now, here comes another mantle that I happen to take on, which I believe I have no precedents to look at. I'm starting from a clean slate, and The association is just a baby, so there's a great task that is waiting. And I believe I cannot achieve this alone, not just the executive, not just the committee members or the regional representatives. We can do this together, and it is because of us that's when the association is going to grow into greatness. I ask and request all our students from the region, from the 8 countries of East Africa, all leaders. I know I'm in touch with all leaders in various countries. Let's work together and try to better our association. Other associations outside Africa, they did this 10 years or 5 years ago. It's unfortunate that us, we are just having the association right now, but I believe we can do better and in our association to greatness. Who knows that the association, it may be the stepping stone of what we yearn for, the cross-border practice, which it has become a song from various advocates, that we wish we could have a region whereby you are not limited. You can practice in Kenya, you can practice in South Sudan, you can practice in Rwanda without being limited. I believe the dream is soon coming to life, because right now we're having a channel of students that we know each other. We have engaged in moots, we have engaged in conferences. We have an invite from various associations that want to collaborate with East Africa law students. These are opportunities, and once we bring these opportunities on the table, students are going to benefit. We shall have a future of the East African Law Society whereby students are built right from the ground, that they know each other, that we shall be a family. We shall come to decision because to rightful decision because we know each other. You know Gideon's weakness, you know Gideon's strength, you know, like Gideon can do this and this. I believe that's the future we are looking at. We always talk about East Africa pamoja. Before I proceed, my colleague, Madam Wambui, she's my great teacher of Swahili. I believe I'm trying to be a good student. Karibu Uganda. So we want to have that unity as East African country, East African students, that we can tap into the blessings, the opportunities available. Because we believe if we are united, these opportunities are available. But if we stand at our own, stature, we find that these opportunities won't be available for us. That's why we decided to come up with this association. All my seniors that were in this position before, the presidents, former president of Uganda Law Students Association, former president, Rwanda Law Students Forum, Tanzania, and the rest of the associations. They saw that there was a need for us to unite as East African countries and find the best of us. I would like to end with a few remarks that the success of the Law Students Association of East Africa depends on each one of us. As law students, our active participation, involvement, time, talents, and passion will elevate our association to great heights. Because we are united, we shall be able to reach far. There's a saying in Kiswahili, I'll try to translate it out in English, that if you want to reach far, move together. If you want to move fast, you can move alone. So that's what we are looking at as East African law students. Let's join under one voice, and I believe we shall reach far. May God bless East Africa.
Thank you very much. If we get united, we shall achieve more. That's a brief summary from His Excellency Batapa Gideon's speech. Allow me to recognize the presence of Eunice Mutinda, a representative from, is that this? Oh, thank you very much. A representative from Kenya. Sham,
I'm going to give her a chance to introduce herself. John Mary, we would like to take the pleasure.
No, I did some good research, but she can represent herself.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Eunice Moini Mtinda, currently undergraduate student at the University of Nairobi. I'm here as a representative for DIPO.
Thank you so much. We welcome you to Uganda. His Excellency just said, Karibu Uganda. Yes, Karibu Uganda. You are very welcome. I have been seeing His Excellency John Mary sitting next to the Gen Z every break for 5 minutes. So I don't know whether I talked about network.
It's company.
He took things very, very serious. Yes, we're going to give a chance to the Dean School of Law from KIU to address us briefly before we have the President. Dean, you're very welcome.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to this unique association. Since there is no established protocol and since I'm a council, I acknowledge the presence of our president, Ugandan Law Society, and I want you to give him a very loud applause. Is that the applause for the president or for yourself? I know we don't know what it takes to be the president of the Law Society in a country. If it's in Nigeria, he has his own convoy. So you will know what it entails to be the president, and for him to take interest in what law students are doing is quite commendable. I want to congratulate all of you. You've charted a very good future for yourself. And I want to thank Pius, Chiemba, and Livingstone, whose goodwill has brought me here this morning. If my president is inviting me and I'm his dean, I think I should leave every other thing in my office and come in person. I have 2 deputy deans I could have sent, but I choose to come and honor this great council in my school. If they are not great, I won't be here. They know I'm a very serious person and I don't joke with my time. But what they have done in KIU has inspired the professors in that school to always want to help them. As of this morning, I signed another 49 list going to LDC. Last week we signed 52. That's for the 42 students. The previous week we signed 203. So as of today, we have sent 295 law students to LDC from KIU. So that tells you how vibrant these young men are, and we are always very proud of them. And I can see that in all of us, the way we address this morning as future lawyers. You are the future of Africa. You are the future of the nation. Whether you like it or not, leadership will be thrust upon you one way or the other. You'll find yourself in different areas in life, and you are going to lead. Even in your church, you are going to lead. Even in your Muslim organization, they will always call you for one advice or the other. You will always have the ears of the president. You will always have the ears of the governor up to your local government. So mentorship is key. And I'm grateful our president is here to mentor us with his team. And I already saw some of you working in his pro bono office at the Ugandan Law Society from the introduction. Then you have to network. 2 keywords I'm giving you this morning. Network. I'm happy. Where is the young man who started first? Yes. The young man from Makerere. Sorry, I'm not good with your name. John Mary. Are you a woman? You gave birth to Jesus? Yes. It started on a good note. We have what we now call cross-border practice. And that is the way to go. You can't just sit in Uganda and be chasing on the landlords. Do cross-border practice. Go into international law. Go into international arbitration. So many areas. Go into marine. Go into shipping law. Go into telecommunications law. And rather good legal advisory. And if you want to be a teacher like me, come to academics. But you may not have the money there. So if you are looking for money, don't try to be a teacher. But if you want to be a teacher and you are looking for money, you may cross to Europe. But in Africa, teachers' reward is in heaven. But we are not yet in heaven to know what we are going to meet. So I want to thank you so much. Please, don't be too proud to be mentored. Don't say, I have so much knowledge, I don't need mentorship. I have currently up to 20 professors in Nigeria who are senior advocates of Nigeria, who are my mentors, and I relate with them every month. So I don't joke with mentorship. So please, if you want to go far, stand on the shoulders of those who have gone farther than you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. His last words were basically around mentorship. I have a mentor, and I believe that everyone here, if you're a student leader here, if you're doing law, whatever you're doing here, you should have a mentor. I happen to be mentored by Madame Deepa Vema, a close friend to Mr. Bernard Oundo. That's how I got there. So all my success relates to His Excellency Bernard Oundo. But allow me right now to kindly recognize the presence of the representative Dean School of Law, Kumba University. And if she has the word for us, I think it won't do us bad, because she's one of the great minds we have in the room today.
Good morning once again. I'm Dr. Susanna Kanwaji, Kumba University, representing the Dean School of Law. I'm happy to be here. When I received the invitation from His Excellency Gideon, I was honored. It's always a privilege to work with young people who are active, intelligent, and very hardworking. So thank you, Gideon, for the invitation. Greetings from the Dean School of Law. She's not here because we are administering pre-entries at the school currently. She sent her regards and her best wishes to the entire team here. I only have one guidance to give, or piece of advice to give. When you read George Orwell's Animal Farm, they say all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. How would you make yourself more equal than the others? In a good way. You're going to learn how to position yourself. And this is the first step to positioning yourselves, taking up leadership positions, being active, knowing what's happening around you. We had pre-entries yesterday, and I'm surprised some of the prospective students didn't even know what was happening in Kenya, or what's happening in Ukraine, or what's happening in Israel. So always be a step ahead. When you called for webinars, when you called for conferences, when you called for any capacity building session, be the first person on the line. Position yourself for excellence. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others, because those who are more equal in a positive way have learned how to position themselves. Thank you very much. I would now like to invite His Excellency Bernard Oundo to the podium.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, youth, Generation Z, millennials, and whatnot. Eh? Is it because you've not had breakfast? They should have given breakfast. You want to have breakfast as lunch? All at once? Okay, so good morning, everyone. I am very excited to be here today. Let me first recognize the Dean School of Law, KIU. Thank you so much for coming. Let me also recognize the representative of the Dean Kumba University. Thank you so much for coming. Let me recognize presidents of the various law societies and rule of law club presidents. Thank you so much for coming. in a very special way, can we upload our guests from Kenya, from all over East Africa? Because while some of you could have got borders to just reach here, for them they had to take journeys maybe for 2 days or 1 day to be here. So I want to upload them for coming. I will not mention the universities. There are many. There are 11 universities. Let me recognize the representatives from the various universities: Kumba, Makerere, Cavendish, King Caesar, Kampala, Catholic University, Islamic University, Uganda Christian University, Uganda Matters University, Gulu University, International University. Thank you all for coming. Let me recognize the staff of the Uganda Law Society who have been able to put this together. You know, this thing could never have happened without Uganda Law Society. Those who know the story, those who know the journey know the journey. Yeah. So where are they? Can they stand up for recognition? Staff of Uganda Law Society. Okay. Let's upload them. Let me also recognize members of the Fourth Estate and online audience here. Thank you so much for being here. Let me first give you a background so that for the purposes of the record, I am excited that this vision has finally come true. The way we started, I actually formed the first WhatsApp group for all presidents of the East Africa Law, presidents of universities of East Africa. I was saying, you know, it's very important that we can't have the East Africa Law Society and yet we don't have the East Africa Law Students Association. So I took it upon myself and I said, okay, let me form the first WhatsApp group. And I think that WhatsApp group still exists, where we're able to get all the presidents from the law universities of East Africa in one WhatsApp group. And with that WhatsApp group, we're then able to make movement and discuss and be able to see how we can be able to proceed. But it's a long story to this launch. So many things have happened. But more importantly, we are here today. So I am excited about the fact that the vision has finally come true. So I want to thank the past presidents. There are those who we worked with first in the initial stages. Percy from Makerere, I think. Esther has been with us since we started. Esther Odipo. And I want to appreciate her. She has been on this journey for a long period of time. So I want to appreciate her for being able. So let me extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for attending the launch of this association. Your presence and support has been instrumental in bringing this event to life and making it successful. This launch marks a very significant milestone in our collective mission to promote excellence in legal education, facilitate networking, and foster professional development among law students in the region. But what is more important is that we are talking about cross-border practice. And I think the East Africa Law Society has also started what they call a cross-border practice committee, where we want to ensure that I was past president of East Africa Law Society, but I'm still a council member because I'm president of the Uganda Law Society. But where I want to ensure that as an advocate, you can practice in Kenya, you can practice in Rwanda, you can practice in Uganda, you can practice anywhere. And it is just simple mathematics. Today, if you practice in Uganda, you're limited to a market of about 40 million people. But if you talk about East Africa, you're now opening your market to over 250 million people. You understand the simple economics, yeah? So you have an opportunity to sell your services to over 250 million people. So the question we have been asking, why should you limit yourself here to Uganda? And yet you've spent 4 years or 1 year studying contract law. The contract law principles are the same in Kenya, they are the same in Tanzania, they are the same in Rwanda, they are the same in Uganda. So why can't you be able to apply your contract law in Kenya? Okay? So this is the opportunity. But you see, that opportunity, for it to be able to happen, you need to know each other. You need to know each other. Because if you move from Uganda to Kenya and you don't have people that you know in Kenya, how will you be able to set up? Okay? So it means that we must integrate as a people. We must integrate as a people. We talk so much about the East African community, but until integration happens as a people, there is so much we can do. So the vision of the East Africa Law Students Association is really to help that integration. As law students, if you can come together, okay? Because by the time you're done LDC, I heard the president mentioning, he already has contacts in Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda. For me, by the way, on a daily, there are people asking me for a lawyer in Kenya, a lawyer in Tanzania, a lawyer in Uganda. But because their practices are based here, and because they have not been able to network in the region. So for you, you have an opportunity, and I want you to maximize that opportunity. Maximize that opportunity. Make sure that you have a network of people in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Rwanda, in South Sudan, in Burundi, you know. Make sure that you have that network of people, because this is what this association is giving you. It's giving you an opportunity to network, and not just network in Uganda, but network across the region. So that tomorrow, let's be clear with the vision, so that tomorrow we have East African law firms. Do you understand the big picture? We have East African law firms. You have a law firm that has a partner from Kenya, a partner from Uganda, a partner from Tanzania, and a partner from Rwanda. You understand what we are trying to say here? Tomorrow, you have an East African firm, as opposed to a Ugandan firm. For that to happen, there must be a journey that is undertaken. And for me, I think I'll be able to reflect back on these days when I see several East African law firms launched. Because then what we would have done is would have said, as East Africa, if you're coming to East Africa, we practice in East African region. We don't practice only in Uganda. If the Uganda matters, there is a Ugandan partner. If the Kenya matters, there is a Kenyan partner. But I'm also Ugandan. I am able to advise on a Kenyan matter. So this is the opportunity for you. And I wish you can pick it up and understand where this is going. Today, you may look at it and say, oh, we are here as law students. But 5 years from now, when you've opened up those practices, when you've opened up law firm, is when you'll actually realize the benefit. You will look back at this time and then realize that, oh, this journey, this is where it started. And we are happy where we are. Because you will now be looking at a market of over 200 million people. So this is the bigger picture. This is the bigger picture of what is being launched today. There were no people before you. Let me tell President, there has never been an East Africa Law Students Association. This is the first East Africa Law Students Association. So you're the first president of the East Africa Law Students Association. Before, we were just working as a network of law society presidents, saying, what can we do together? Can we organize webinars together? Can we do Zooms together? Can we do, all these activities together? So you're the first. So I want to emphasize 4 key aspects. One is unity. This association brings an opportunity for unity among law students across East Africa. By uniting, you leverage on your collective strength to make a significant impact in the legal field and beyond. So without unity, we cannot be able to stand. So I want to re-emphasize, let's ensure that we unite, okay? And that unity starts with integration of us as a people. And if there are no platforms for people to integrate as a people, then people will remain in their silos. I am a Ugandan, I am a Kenyan, I am a Tanzanian. No, you are an East African. And tomorrow, finally, when we have the African law students, we shall say you're now an African. Okay. So you are an East African. And you see the dream of one Africa. Many people participate in having that dream. As Uganda Law Society, this is our contribution to the dream of that one Africa. So we are starting with ensuring that we have this platform of East Africa law students. Number 2, collaboration. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success, and that is Henry Ford. So coming together, you have come together today. This is the beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Okay? Let's remember the words of Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning, Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. So through collaboration, you can achieve a lot. And I'm looking forward. Let our webinars have lawyers from East Africa, lawyers from Tanzania, lawyers from Rwanda. We can even organize mentoring sessions on a monthly basis. Yeah, we have a mentorship session on a monthly basis, and we feature 3 lawyers from around the region. Okay, so that these lawyers, senior lawyers, are speaking to law students. So there are so many activities we can do together. Third is excellence. Striving for excellence in legal education and practice is at the core of this association. Aristotle said we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. So in whatever we do, let's ensure that we remain excellent. And let's commit to fostering excellence in all our endeavors. Okay? So in the things that we are going to do, let's ensure that we are excellent. Lastly, impact. It's not enough for us to just come together. We must be impactful. We must be impactful. We must be impactful. So it will be one thing to say, we launched the association. What has it done over the past 3 months? There is nothing. Okay? We shouldn't have that story. Our story should be a story of impact. Impact. And we must find ways of how we impact just not the law students in East Africa, but also how we impact on the conversations happening in East Africa, the conversations around East African community, the conversations around recent, riots, the youth in Kenya and ABC. We must be impactful. So we must be impactful as a society. So lastly, one day I'll be glad to look back and celebrate the remarkable achievements you'll have accomplished as a Region Students Association. I urge all of you, members who are here present and online, to spread the word about this association in your home countries. Okay? Spread the word about the association in your home countries. And I hope from today, now that we have launched it, we should have one WhatsApp group. If we cannot afford one WhatsApp, we can have 3-4 WhatsApp groups of East African law students. East African law students. Just one WhatsApp group. You want an authority, you want some help where, you want to get comparative decisions. For instance, you're saying, oh, there is a matter here on customary marriages, for instance. What is the position in Kenya? Someone is able to send you an authority from Kenya. What is the position in Tanzania? Someone is able to send you an authority in Tanzania. But when you go before the court, that sort of jurisprudence is also what makes our courts better. So if you look at it, you have traveled to Kenya, you want some sort of assistance. If you just type in that East Africa Law Students WhatsApp group, you actually have assistance. So together, we can do a lot. So please share its vision, share its purpose and benefits. And by doing so, we'll ensure that more students are aware of it and can benefit from the opportunities this association provides. Who knows the number of East African Law Society students? Can you guess? For example, in Uganda, how many students do we have in Uganda? Just if you take a guess. We have about 15 universities in Uganda. Just imagine that every university has about 400. Just giving you a simple calculation. 400 times 15 is about 600 or 6,000. 6,000. Now multiply that by 6 countries. Just a rough estimate. So you have about 36,000 students, law students. And remember that some countries have more. Kenya may even have 36,000 itself, because Kenya has a bigger population. Okay? So you will find that in that WhatsApp group, I know the WhatsApp group may not accommodate all of you. Maybe it could be Telegram. Yeah? You have 60,000. Or worst case scenario, you have 15,000 people in a WhatsApp group. So just imagine the sort of level of information opportunities that you can share. Yeah? So if there are opportunities for internship, if people are looking for internship, I hope that one day people can move from here and intern in Kenya. Yeah? Why should you intern in Uganda? Why is your dream so limited that you just have to be a Ugandan lawyer? Why don't you move from here and get a Kenyan law firm and do internship in Kenya? The laws are the same. It is common law. In fact, our laws are just a replica of each other, except maybe the new laws. Even the new laws where they are amending, you'll find that most of the laws, where you have a competition act in Kenya, if you look at the new competition act in Uganda, you'll actually find similar provisions. Yeah. So why do we limit ourselves? And that is my challenge to you. Stop limiting yourself. Yeah, and no one should tell you that, you see, for us, those of us who went before you, we only did clerkship in Uganda, so you should also do clerkship in Uganda. No. If it is a requirement by LDC, you can start with the requirement by LDC and then go to Kenya. Go and experience Kenya. Go to Tanzania 3-6 months, and when you come back here, you're a better lawyer. Let the Kenyan lawyer come here. Go to Tanzania. Understand? Because the world is moving. The world is moving. There is more globalization. People are coming together. You know, even now when people ask us for work, they say, okay, I want to do this in Uganda, but are you able to help do it in Kenya? Are you able to help do it in Tanzania? People are no longer looking to us as a Ugandan lawyer. The world outside there, when it looks at Africa, it looks at us Africa as one what? Country. Or when they come to East Africa, they look at East Africa as one what? Country. But we are not one country. But why do we limit ourselves? So that is the challenge I have for you students today. Stop limiting yourselves. This world has so many opportunities, but depends on how you network, as the dean here said. Your mentor, who is your mentor? Who are you speaking to? Yeah? Because the people that you speak to eventually determine how far you go. So I want to thank you, and I want to congratulate everyone here that finally we have a launch of the Law Students Association of East Africa. It was incorporated in 2023, if I remember. It was incorporated in 2023. So you can understand, from 2023 we are able to launch today. So for me, it is a good thing that we have been able to launch finally. So there will now be no one saying, oh, we haven't launched, so we can't do this. No. Now you can do what you have to do. Okay? Now you can do what you have to do. But more importantly, as you do it, have the East African spirit. Not a Ugandan spirit, not a Kenyan spirit, not a Tanzanian spirit. An East African spirit. Because an East African spirit gives us more opportunities. An East African spirit gives us more opportunities. It doesn't limit you to Uganda. So with those few remarks, I want to thank you again, and I want to congratulate you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. He has said that this is just the beginning and the sky is not even the limit. I hope we have all had our takeaways, especially when it comes to cross-border practice, since we are lawyers and we are still young and we have the opportunities. He talked about maximizing our opportunities. I hope that we do not take this light. We should not limit Yes, maximize our opportunities. Let's network across borders. It will not hurt you as you move out if you say hi to Wambui and ask her what is happening in Kenya. Can you get her contact? Can you guys be friends? You know? So that is it. I will not take long. We are going to have the launch. The next on agenda is the launch of the East African Law Students Association, and it is going to be led by Mr. Bernard Owundo, our president, Uganda Law Society. We're also going to have the Dean, KIU. We're going to have the representative for the Dean from Kumba University. We're going to have His Excellency Mwanje Gideon. We're going to have a few representatives from Uganda, from Kenya, and any other country that is around. So kindly let's come to the front and launch this officially.
I'm trying to see which color will work well on this background. Okay. Let me have the deans come here, and then the executive. let me take this opportunity this morning, on the morning of Friday. Yeah, some of you can. Friday, 26th July 2024 in Kampala, we are now launching the Law Students Association of East Africa. Today is 26th. I think the green one works better.
We have the Dean signing.
I think people are hungry. We can tell by the hand claps that we are getting from the signing of the launch. Let's clap hands. This is a big deal. Thank you so much. Don't you want to announce that it is finally launched, OMC?
Actually, I would love to officially inform you and at least inform the members and tell a friend that officially we have a law student association, which is going to be able to cover a wide area in East Africa. And well, we are proud that Uganda will have a representative who will be sitting on the executive as the president, His Excellency Mwanje Gideon. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to the Law Students Association of East Africa. It is officially launched, and we do not want any excuses. We expect to be coming back to Fairway soon because there's a training, there's a webinar, there's a moat, all that is going to happen. We shall be glad. We wish you very well. You have served us well, and we know that you will continue to serve us well. Next on agenda is going to be cake cutting, which is my favorite part of the day. And we are going to have the Uganda Law Society president. We are going to have the dean, KIU. We are going to have a representative of the dean from Nkumba University. We're going to have Mwanje Gideon, His Excellency. We're going to have Wambui. And all that would like to join, please come and join us. Let us cut this cake and get on with the eating. We have our
I don't know whether those
well-wishers.
ones online can come.
Yes, we have our well-wishers. They are very smart. They look so good. So kindly, please come and cut
I was
the
told
cake
there
with
cannot
us.
be a function of any launch without a cake. So
So we are privileged to have the parents of our Law Society president. Yes, yes, you can see they are very beautiful, they are very smart and young. We are very happy for your presence.
All right, I guess we shall just have to do the DJ has gone 1, 2, 3, cut. The DJ forgot, so we did it ourselves.
DJ, we really need a song to celebrate this. Yeah. Okay, we're going to have a photo moment with the president since he's on a hurry.
Listen, them say, them tell you say you can never be the one. But God say, make I tell you say now you him choose in 1 month, in 1 week. You will sing a new song in 2 days. Lesser than you will hear.
So we're going to have first a photo moment of the president and then the dean and the dean representative, then His Excellency. Then we shall later have His Excellency with Law Society presidents. Then we shall have a photo moment all together.
With a new song of praise, God is good. Oh, congratulations. 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 See what the Lord has done for you. Congratulations. God is good. Them say that I can never be all that. I see, I've seen that. God is greater than that. Who can battle with the Lord? Nobody. Who can change his mind around? Through many years, in many ways, I have seen his faithfulness ever and ever. Yeah. Congratulations, I have seen the glory of God.
We all have a group picture, please, before the president leaves. He does not have time. Let's all of us come.
Yes, I will come again with a new song of praise. My God is good. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. See what the Lord has done for me. Congratulations.
Time for jubilation. Congratulations. No more tribulation. I bring you good news where you cannot refuse. Hold on. I told you with Christ say you can never lose. Oh God.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for honoring us with your presence.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much for honoring our invitations, our different invitations. Thank you, the deans of different faculties, for honoring our invitation. The different presidents of different law societies, thank you for honoring our invitation. The different law students in East Africa, thank you very much. And lastly, I need a hand of applause for our Uganda Law Society President, His Excellency Bernard Owundo, for honoring our invitation. Amid this busy schedule, as you know how Uganda Law Society is now busy handling bills, and so forth and so on. He has spare time for the youth, and he has spare time to come officiate this. We are really grateful. Thank you, Uganda Law Society, the staff, Council Gladius, and the staff. Thank you very much. His Excellency Mwanje Gideon, thank you very much for the great strides. Our visitors, thank you very much. Right about now, it's going to be departure. There is tea.
Apologies, we have breakfast. It was supposed to be first on agenda, but we couldn't because we did not have time. But there is breakfast. Kindly do not leave before you take breakfast. We're also going to have cake cutting. We are going to slice it up and then serve it among you, our guests. We have lapel pins behind. Yes, I feel like everyone in a suit should get a lapel pin. They're just at 20,000. And they bear the logo for the Law Students Association of East Africa. Yes, but otherwise, network, talk to your neighbor, get a contact. You never know where this could take you. Oh, this is the lapel pin. As you can see, it is at only 20,000. Yes, it is at only 20,000. Feel free to pass by the registration desk to get yourself one. We can have breakfast, please. Let us go to the line and serve ourselves. But we appreciate you all. Thank you so much.